I've been thinking about making this video for a while now. I've been thinking about coming out for even longer, a couple of years now, actually. There are a few reasons why I haven't, and we'll get into those later, but none of them up until now have been fear. I am extremely lucky, really, really lucky to be the person that I am living where I am. I live very close to Brighton here in the UK, and for those of you who may not know, it's basically the most progressive LGBT friendly place in like the known galaxy, and I am so lucky to live near it, and all of my friends and family kind of reflect that. They're all very progressive, very kind, and some of them have even come out as gay or trans. So I have a pretty good metric of how people are going to react to this video and me coming out, and they were all very friendly about that. So I'm not really scared about that reaction. Thankfully, I also don't have a massive internet following right now, so I don't have to worry about the opinion of thousands of strangers. So the real question is, why am I making this video? Partly it's for all those friends and family that I mentioned, because even though I know that they are all very accepting, very friendly, and I could just walk up to them and explain my sexuality, I sort of don't know how to. It's this weird thing with being in a progressive area where it's almost not meant to be that big of a deal to come out as something other than straight. I could just walk up to my parents and explain my sexuality, but I don't know how to start that conversation. And I'm better at making videos than I am at making conversation, I guess, and I'm also lazy, and and this is sort of a good catch-all to explain to everyone. Secondly, it's also for me, sort of as this karmic payback for not saying it for all these years. I feel like I should have really said what I'm about to say several years ago, and I'm still not saying it, so I guess I should just say it. I am bisexual. Even in the progressive fairy tale land that I live in, it's still really weird to say that out loud, to admit that I am bisexual. So why haven't I come out up until now? Mainly because there isn't really a procedure for bisexual guys to do this. Gay people have a generally good tradition of how to come out. There's been many celebrities, a lot of YouTubers have done it. Bisexuals don't really have as rich a tradition as they do, and also gay people, when they come out, can, even though it is hard for them, have at least got this assumption that they'll be taken seriously. Even if you dislike gay people, people accept that it is a position that exists. The biggest fear I have, or have had, with the idea of coming out as bisexual is that people won't believe me, that people won't accept that it's a real thing. I didn't accept myself as it being a real thing for quite a while, even though I've had feelings for both genders for quite a while now. I started having feelings for both genders when I was a teenager, and was pretty much certain of being bisexual by the time I was 18. I'm 21 now. I should have said it by now. But the reason I didn't was because there is such a cultural bias against it, especially for people my age. It's sort of seen as this thing of, oh, you're just experimenting. Oh, you'll come out as fully gay later, or you'll walk back. It's like bisexuality is like in the middle of this bridge, and you can't stay in the middle of the bridge. You got to pick one side that you have to go to, and that's bullshit. Part of me didn't want to come out as bisexual until I was basically forced to, and I think a lot of bisexuals actually have that mentality, because being bisexual, I was basically just lying by omission. I do like girls. I am attracted to girls. I just also happen to be attracted to men. And that's something that I don't have to admit to until I would be forced to do so. I was expecting to have a gay relationship, and then through that I would come out, because I would have to say, oh well, I'm clearly not straight, but I would then say, oh well, I'm actually bisexual. One of the questions I expect to get several times with being bisexual is, oh, well, how do you know? Have you had sex with a guy? Have you dated a guy? Have you kissed a guy? Have you even held hands with a guy? And the answer to all of those is no, I haven't. And for a while, that actually made me question, oh, does that mean my sexuality is legitimate? Am I really bisexual? Or am I just bi-curious? Is this a phase? All that shit. I've really changed my position on that. I think it's bullshit now, because you don't ask that of straight people. It's not like people are born bisexual and have to have sex with both before they decide which sexuality they have. That's not how it works. So it shouldn't work like that with bisexual, where you have to have sex with both to know that you like both. I don't think I should have to validate myself to society or anyone other than myself with my sexuality. And while I'm sure that I will get shit for this, I think I should be honest with myself and with the people around me. By lying by omission of not saying that I like men, I am cutting myself off from a whole aspect of life that I could be living right now. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be honest with myself and everyone around me, and I hope people can accept me and be fine with that. If you have any questions that aren't offensive, or hell, even offensive questions, please leave them in the comments, because I want to start talking about this. I want to actually have this out in the open. And if you have questions to ask of me, or if you're a bisexual looking to come out yourself and you just want someone to talk to about this, please leave comments in the comment section. I want to be of as much help as possible. I'm clearly an idiot, willing to just blast this all over the internet, so I'm perfectly willing to answer questions about it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video, I suppose.